Right, we can start. Can we get your name, your age?
My name is Maurice Chavis. 30 years old.
All right.
Yeah.
And where are you from?
I'm from Los Angeles, California. Born and raised in Compton.
Oh man.
Oh man, yeah. And I also I grew up in Tucson, Arizona. For a while, I went to school down there. Then I moved back to Cali and did some high school and stuff down there.
Okay. And so let's talk about your brother. What was it like growing up with your brother and your family? Like, how was that? Like the transition from California to Tucson with your family. Like how was that?
Growing up, we was a happy family. We was a close-knitted family. We still are. It's 7 of us, but in the household it was 5 of us growing up. So and I'm the second youngest. And so when we moved from California to Arizona when I was about 5 years old. So the transition was cool. I didn't know what was really going on. Just knew we was just going to a different state and stuff. But I loved it because I knew I still had my father and my mother was there in the household, and I had my brothers and sisters. And so growing up was fun. Yeah, I had all my brothers and stuff. I was the snitch. I was the snitch. That's what they say. I used to tell them, and they wouldn't clean up or they wouldn't do something, and my parents would be going, "Who didn't do the dishes? Who didn't do this?" And I'd be telling Mama, Dave Johnson didn't do the kitchen, and I'd be laughing at them, or I'd point to them or something, and give them away. They used to always try to beat me all the time. But growing up was fun, and yeah, I loved it. I loved being with my family all the time. I loved it.
Indeed. And can you tell me a bit about your brother, Justin?
Man, yeah. Well, Justin. Well, growing up with him, it was very funny, interesting, and entertaining. Well, when we was little, Justin had a stuttering problem. He used to stutter all the time, and so when he used to get in trouble, I never liked when he got whooped, cause I used to cry when he got whooped, cause he'd be like, if he did something, my dad, who did this? Well, I turn your butt around. My daddy used to beat him, and but I used to make fun of him sometimes with his stuttering problem. I also used to help him. I was the smart one in the family. I used to help him with his math homework. I used to do the math and stuff, but me and Justin, we had a great, awesome, loving relationship. His favorite movies back in the day was Free Willy, and he loved Michael Jackson. When I tell you, mine movie was Land Before Time, and we used to always have dinosaurs. We used to put the belt in our pants and stuff, and I act like dinosaurs and stuff. But his favorite artist was Michael Jackson, and that's so crazy because he was the Michael Jackson of our family. When it comes to lyrics, when it comes to his music and stuff, it was very inspirational. He had this tone, this texture in his voice that couldn't be duplicated, and everything that he wrote, it was his experience that he had in life and stuff. And when I tell you the songs, it's gonna be coming to y'all soon, y'all. Don't worry. But the songs that he wrote, that he did, was so inspirational, was so timeless, and but yeah, growing up with Justin, it was fun. It was fun. Now we did have our battles and stuff. I knew not to fight him. I knew not to fight him even now. That was, even though I was bigger than him, that was always my older brother, and I knew that. So when we had family functions or anything, or we had anybody was trying to act crazy and stuff, they'd be looking at me like, the other people, the outsiders, oh, this a big, I'm gonna say this a big nigga. So we gonna see, they looking at me, but they didn't know that Blackie was the worst one out of all of us. Blackie wasn't no joke. So, and that's the nickname I called him. he was Blackie to me because he was the darkest one out of all of us. So, and one of the skinniest one too. So when we used to have family functions and stuff, I always used to go to mama house and stuff, and I'd be sitting on the couch. What you doing, boy? What'd you say to me? You said I used to grab his little arm and stuff, but he knew I was just joking. I knew I couldn't beat him, but yeah, man, growing up with him was amazing.
Indeed, and while he was here, like, what were things that he was doing musically? Like, you mentioned that he was like the Michael Jackson of your family. So, with him being like the Michael Jackson of your family, did it help you to get into music as well? Did he inspire you? Was he like your inspiration? Being that like he is your older brother, so was he kind of like your role model in a sense?
He was one of the role models in my life. I got my singing through my grandmother, Mother Jessie May Stewart. She was a legend in the gospel industry. Traveled all around the world and still known to this day. But Justin was one of the inspirations. I remember one time I always wanted to record with him, and I always wanted to record with my other brothers too. But they used to always get on me because they'd be like, we'd write a song or do something, and they'd see if I can sing, and I'd be singing, and they'd be like, you better, you sound too churchy. Always doing, you overdoing it, screaming and sounding too churchy. So we didn't have that many songs together, but the songs that we did, I remember a time we was in Arizona, and a friend, his name was Tafari, he passed away, and that took a toll on me and Justin. And that night when he passed, we found out, me and my brother, we went to the car and we was chilling and stuff, and he played this song, and I heard the lyrics. He already had his lyrics down, and I began to be in tears. I was in tears and crying, and when I came up with my lyrics, when I tell you, it's called "We Famous." And this song is amazing. I believe the lyrics is this life that we live and you just can't take it. When you're dead and gone, you just can't make it. We famous, we famous, we famous. We living, we living, we living. I ain't gonna give you all of it because y'all might try to take it. But yeah, and my part was, you have one life to live, so live your life to the fullest. And when I tell you, when y'all hear it, that is a hit song. I'm sure y'all gonna love it. But yeah, a lot of his songs, Justin was very inspirational, like I said, and he had his own sound. Justin had his own sound, like yeah, and be doing stuff. I be trying to mimic him and stuff even now. When I can't rap, I try to rap a little bit, y'all, but Justin just had this texture, this tone. And some people those that know him and listen to his music, y'all know how he is. But yeah, Justin was very inspirational in my life, and he will never be forgotten in my family.
Dude, and how do you feel like his legacy will carry on? Like, how do you feel like he will continue to be heard and felt through spirits, or not necessarily spirits, but it's spiritually? So how do you feel like his energy is still moving around now that has departed and he's no longer with us?
So Justin, so that part is talking about love thy neighbor. Justin he started transitioning and stuff to Justin Chavez, to love thy neighbor. And if you listen to his artist name, Love Thy Neighbor, love your neighbor. And he used to always say encouraging words to on his Facebook page, Instagram page, to people. Justin became in tune with the Most High. He became very inspirational with his words, and started to study and seek who the Most High really is, Mayat, and he'll never be forgotten. But his legacy is going to live on through his music. Before the Most High took him, he made sure that Justin music was still here. The things that he loved, the things that he spoke about and talked about, he made sure that the people will get to hear his message. And also his legacy is going to live through us, to his brothers and his sisters. Also, my brother had 4 kids, and his legacy is going to live on through them as well. So, yeah, when I think about that and know what type of impact that he had on this world, love thy neighbor. That's all God wants us to do, is love your neighbor. Treat them with respect. Treat them with kindness, no matter what they've done, because nobody's perfect in life. Yes, my brother wasn't perfect, but he was striving to be perfect. He was striving to get there. And the Bible says that only the pure heart shall see God. And Justin was pure. Justin was loved. And that's what I'm gonna miss my brother a lot, because of the love that he showed us. People really don't know. Like, we'll be going to the gym sometime and we wouldn't even say we were brothers, we'll tell them afterwards, but just in case somebody try to do something. But man, all of us was real close. But his legacy is going to live on through his music, through our family, and through his kids. Mm-hmm.
And then another question that would be for you is, how do you continue to carry on without your brother? Like, where do you still gain your inspiration and motivation to keep moving forward? And how can you, and what would be some words of encouragement for those out there who have lost a sibling, brother, father, sister, cousin? What would you say to help them, to keep them moving forward like you do for yourself?
Well, so when my brother did cross over, I say crossover, because he did cross over. But those of you that may that don't know or may know, he was murdered. And wow. But what helps me get through this whole process, I still have my days, I still have my ups and downs. Man, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What helps me get through, because he was taken from us too soon. 32 years old. My brother was 32. I thought that we were supposed to grow old together. We were supposed to write more songs together, record, supposed to argue a little bit more together, supposed to love on each other a little bit more. I thought we had more time. But what helps me get through my storm is knowing who the Most High is. I know who God is. Me and my family, we grew up in the church. And we study the Bible. We pray. We love the Lord. That helps me get through. That helps us get through our storm. And also the life that he lived. He changed over his lifetime. He grew. And before he crossed over, the Most High made sure that he was ready. And my brother was ready. He kept telling us, he was giving us signs. I remember one day I came over to my mama's house, and mama said, we used to always have dinners and stuff at her house, but she said, you need to go talk to your brother. I said, why, mama? Because he's talking about, he's about to leave. He'll be leaving soon. Got to cross over. So me, being a funny one in the family, I go to him. We outside, all of us. Me, Timmy, Jocelyn, Jonathan, we all outside. I said, so mama said, you about to be gone soon. You about to cross over. And my brother just sit there and he smiled. I said, is that true? You plan on going to the upper room? I said, so that's what you want to do? And he smiled and just looked. But he was giving us signs and letting us know that his time was almost up. And we didn't want to accept that. We didn't want to listen and accept that. But the life that he lived and he changed, that's how I have peace in my life. And because I know God, and people don't understand, when you lose a sibling in such a way that we did, it takes a toll on you. For a while, now he just passed away December 2020. And then his oldest son's birthday was the next day. So we had to celebrate his son's birthday, but we were still grieving. It took a toll on me personally. I know it did for my family, but it took a toll on me. I stopped singing. I got into a depressed mode. Listen, y'all, I was at 277 pounds, and I was eating up a storm. I didn't even know I was that big until I looked on the weight scale. It said 305. I said, "Oh, I ain't never been this big." But yeah, it took a toll on me, and but the love that we have for one another, we stuck together. We stayed strong. Me and all my brothers and sisters. Like I said, it was 7 of us. All of us. My older brother came down. My sister came down. And we all stuck together when our mother. I remember the day he crossed over. And my mom, she called us up. She said she called us up in order. And I was at my house about to go work out. And she said, real calmly, she said, "What you doing?" I said, "Nothing, Mom. I'm about to go and work out for a little bit." And she said, "Well, I need you to get to the hospital." I said, okay. I said, "What's going on?" She said, "Your brother's been shot." So I'm thinking, okay, he got shot in the arm or something. He's going to be fine. She said, "Get to the hospital." So I said, okay. I called my baby brother. I said, "Where you at?" He said, "I'm on my way. Mama called me." I said, "Did you hear?" He said, "Yes." So we go to I said, "Don't pick me up. I'll catch you over there." Hurry up and got there. And when I got to the hospital, I began to weep. I was just weeping. And I got there and I went to the emergency room. And I was trying to hold back my tears. I said, is my brother here?" And they said, "Who's your brother?" I said, Justin Chavis. And they said, "Give me a second." They looked and they said, "He's at the back right now in surgery." I said, okay. I started walking, and my sister and my baby brother they was there quick. So I had to straighten up my face and stuff. I'm supposed to be the strong one in the family. And I said, "What's going on?" I said, "They working on Justin. He's on the other side." So we all get there. My mom was coming from out of town. And so I get to the other side. I said, "You know anything what's going on with my brother and stuff?" They said, "We're working on him." I said, "Can you get some information?" So they came. They came back. I said, "What's going on?" They couldn't tell me. They said, "Well, no news is good news." I said, okay. So we went outside and we began to pray. And I felt his spirit. When we got done praying, my sister said, "Let's go get some food." But I said, "Listen, I don't want to leave." So we got some food right by the hospital, because I said I didn't want to leave because I want his presence, him to feel our presence, that we was there. We couldn't see him, but I want him to feel that we was there. So night came, and the doctor still wasn't giving us answers. So I said, "Look, I'm the oldest male here, so I got to go get some answers." So I went there, and they said, "Just give us the nurses 20 minutes. They're going to come down." And I said, okay. So I'm sitting in the waiting chair, and they come. 2 of them come. And I said, so they start talking to me. They said, oh yeah, your brother was shot in the main artery and this and that is going on and everything. So I'm saying, okay, okay. I said, so when can I see my brother? When can I see him? Yeah, they kept on talking. I said, okay. I said, I heard you. I said, when can I go see my brother? And they said, I'm sorry to tell you, he passed. And I was in the chair like I'm sitting here. And I said, okay. Okay, 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 okay. And I got up and I almost fell. I had to catch myself. I said, okay. I said, okay, okay, it's okay. And I'm still telling myself it's okay. It's okay. And so my baby brother walked in. I said, listen, before he walked in, I told the doctor, I said, listen, don't tell my family nothing until I give you the signal. They said, okay. And my baby brother walked in, and I'm just drying up my tears. He said, what's going on? What's going on? I said, oh, nothing. The doctors, they're here. They about to tell us what's going on with Justin. They're going to let us know everything. And he said, okay, Maurice. I said, Jonathan, it's going to be okay. I said, the only thing I need for you is to make sure you're strong. I said, just be strong. Everything's going to be fine. Just make sure you're strong, okay? And he looked at me. He said, okay. Yeah. Oh, God. He said, okay. And then my sister walked in. My sister walked in, and she said, what's going on? I said, the doctor's here. They gonna let us know what's going on with him. She said, oh, I said, it's okay if they gonna tell us what's going on. So he started talking to my brother and my sister. And then he looked at me. And my sister, okay, can I go? When can I see my brother? And he looked at me. You get that too? And he said, your brother's gone. And my sister began to cry and scream, and I just held my sister like a baby. And I sat her down in the chair, looked at my baby brother, and he was looking at me. And I said, he was just looking, and he was so strong. I'm sorry, but he was so strong that day. He was so strong. And so we all gathered ourselves, and we went to Mama's house. And Mama was coming in back into town. And so she called us. She said, what's going on? I said, nothing, Mama. Just we waiting on you. I said, now, Mama, you know I don't be waiting this long. I said, I'm about to head to my house now because I'm getting sleepy. I got things to do tomorrow. I said, hurry up and come home. So she said, I'm on my way. I'll be there in 15 minutes. I said, okay. So Mama gets in the house. And she goes to her room. She said, what's going on with Justin? I said, so my sister said, oh, nothing, Mama, everything okay, everything okay. Because she was waiting for his kids to come to tell Mama. So when she got there, we went to the back room. She said, I knew he just need to slow down. I knew everything was going to be okay, and that was hurting me. I said, it was me and my sister Jocelyn and my brother. When she said that, I had to tell her, I said, Mama. I was putting on her jacket. I said, Mama, Mama, Mama. And my sister, the kids wasn't there yet. So my sister said, Marie, and hit me. I said, what? She said, did you go in there and see what's in the kitchen and check the kitchen? I said, oh, I forgot. Let me go in there and see what's in the kitchen and go make sure it's clean. So we get in there. She said, don't say nothing until the kids come. And I said, I know, but I got to tell Mama. I got to tell Mama what's going on. She said, don't say nothing yet. So, oh God. So I waited. We waited till the kids came to the house. And I said, Mama. She looked at me. I said, Mama, he gone, Mama. I said, he gone, Mama. Oh God. And I tell you, we was crying. We was crying. Me and my brother, sister, and the kids. I was trying to stay strong, y'all. And what my mama did, that's the strong black queen. My mama was a strong black queen. She got the blessed oil. And she went to each of her kids and her grandchildren. And she began to pray. She began to pray for each of us, saying, God, give my kids strength. Give us strength. Oh, give us strength during this time. And yeah. So we sent them away like a king, as the king he was. And but yeah, that was a hard process to get through. To get through that. And but if it wasn't for God, that we do know, we would have went crazy. Some of us supposed to be dead ourselves through stress, through grief. I thank God for a praying mother. Thank God for a praying family. I thank God that I know who He is. And a praying family and where we come from. And but yeah, so how we got through, me and my family, how we got through is through prayer. And we knew the life that he lived and he changed. So, man. Yeah. I didn't mean to do all that.
That's all good.
Yeah. Just sitting here, just thinking about them. But I have so many great memories with my brother. How we grew up, even when we got older. I tried to be. They always say I'm the dad of the family because I be on everybody. I really do. Even their own kids. I ain't got my kids yet. I might have my baby soon, but for now, my nieces and nephews are my kids. And but yeah, I know his kids, my nieces and nephews, especially his daughter Mila. They loved him, and his son Justin. All his kids, they loved him so much, and but he left a great legacy behind. But in order to get through, if you're going through your storm, if you're going through any pain in now, I want to encourage you to seek the Most High and begin to pray. I thought I wasn't going to be able to get through my storm. I thought I wasn't going to be able to sing again. But God brought the love back to me to sing again. And now now when I sing, it's for a purpose. It's with passion. It's with feeling. And I'm doing what I'm supposed to do when it comes to the Most High. And my thing, what I took from Justin is being inspirational to people. I sing about love. I sing about encouraging people, empowering people. And that's what my message is about. And talking about who the Most High is. And I never forget. And I thank God for my brother. Even though I was stubborn. Hey, you gotta take your herbs. You gotta take you gotta start eating healthy. You can't be eating this fried food. Justin, don't tell me I can't eat fried chicken. Don't tell me I can't eat this food. No, I'm cooking. I'm gonna eat it. He used to trick me. Yeah, come over to the house, and he'd be cooking some spaghetti. Guess what it was? Plant-based, but it tastes like it was original though. But I'm gonna miss him, and I dedicated this song to him by Sam Cooke called "A Change Is Gonna Come," because a change has come in my life and also my family life, the Chavis family life. But we still stay strong and continue his legacy and keep moving forward and have an abundance of life, because like the song says, we're famous. So I'm going to end it on that note. God bless you all.
Okay. That was good. 30, yeah.